Hey folks, and welcome back to GIMPTips. Today we're going to be talking about the numbers that will appear beneath the bottom left corner of your file. I'm going to explain those to you, but first let me explain to you one convention that is standard pretty much across the industry when it comes to imaging. And that is the two numbers that represent the size of the image. You can see up here in the top, I have an image that is 1000 by 625 pixels. The standard convention is the first number is the horizontal measurement and the second number is the vertical measurement. So this picture is 1000 pixels wide and 625 pixels tall. If I were to bring my cursor down to the bottom left, you'll see a number, and in this case it's 61,585. That is the X and Y coordinates of my cursor currently on this photograph, expressed in pixels from the left and pixels from the top. Meaning right now my cursor is 61 pixels from the left edge of the image and 586 pixels from the top. If I move my cursor to the right, you will see the X number increase as I get further from the left side of the image. And when I go back, you'll see it decrease. Conversely, if I raise the cursor up, the Y coordinate gets smaller, and as I go down, the Y coordinate increases. This simply is to let you know where you are on your image, so you can sometimes precisely place your cursor to make a selection. The second number is the amount of magnification that the image is displayed on the screen. Right now this one is 141%, which is kind of an odd number, but simply because the size of my monitor, the way I have GIMP set up to display the canvas, and the size of the image, it needs to be magnified 141% to fill the canvas. If I drop back to 100%, it will simply appear smaller. I can choose a much smaller percentage to have it displayed on the screen so it is much smaller, or I can really enlarge it and get down to the pixel level. But for our purposes, we'll stay at 141% just to make it easy to follow the video. Every once in a while other numbers will pop up. For instance, if I go up here and select the crop tool, right now my cursor is at 56 pixels from the left and 578 pixels from the top. I will left click and drag up and to the right, and it will select a rectangle. And you'll notice the word crop to followed by 158 by 87. That simply means that the rectangle that I have selected is 158 pixels wide and 87 pixels tall. And if you don't want to do the math, 158 divided by 87 is 1.82, so that's the aspect ratio of this rectangle, 1.82 to 1. And as I continue to move around my selection, you'll notice that those numbers constantly change. So let's say I'm looking for something, let's say a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, which is 1.78 to 1. Now I have a 1.78 to 1 or 16 by 9 aspect ratio chosen in my selection. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.